I have officially hit the reset button on my morning routine, but that's okay. I think what we have now works better. I feel really good, but this is also day one, so I'll keep you posted. But today isn't just any ordinary day. It is officially 30 days since I left my job. Was it worth it? How do I feel? What do I think? I don't know. But I'm about to tell you once we go sit down, and then we go for our walk. You got your electrolytes, Cardi girl. You got your winter jacket on. No, girl, that's her fall. She got so many jackets. That's her fall jacket. Oh, she looks so cute. I feel like I'm literally dropping her off to school. Okay, we're headed to the park. You want to go to the park? The park? The park? Yeah, Cardi. Yes, mamas. Okay. Cardi girl. Feel better? Okay. It is 55 degrees, y'all, and we are feeling every bit of it. It is windy and chilly. Quite literally not ready. But today makes today makes 1 month since I quit my job. Was it worth it? Yes. Hell yeah, it was. It was. I have never felt like I felt before today. And I've taken this leap twice now in literally a year's time. But the way that I feel today, I don't know if I'll fully be able to explain it. I have been able to enjoy living my life. I have been able to enjoy slowing down, enjoy making decisions that feel good for me, enjoy extending my stay in certain cities and places because I can. I don't have to rush back to work. I don't have to rush to clock in. I don't have to pack my bags and commute an hour and a half anymore. I've been enjoying being able to say, yes, I can take this conference call at 12 p.m. on a Tuesday. I don't have to try to maneuver it around any other calls. I've been enjoying quite literally exploring who I am, exploring what it feels like to be a relaxed woman, exploring what it means now to be a better steward of her money, exploring what it means now to quite literally live life from a place of thriving, not surviving. And it's only been 30 days, but if I feel like this in 30 days, like, Lord, what are the next 30 years gonna feel like? Like the way that my nervous system, oh my gosh, the way that my nervous system has calmed down, the way that my stomach stopped knotting up and cringing inside, the way that everything just feels so different. I just didn't realize that I had like those many internal struggles going on. And I guess you don't know until you finally change something that's no longer working for you, right? You don't know until you actually take the leap and make different decisions. And now I can see all the many little red flags that I thought were just normal, in my body, in my mind, in my time. And the way that I've been playing around with my morning routine, haven't gotten the night routine just yet, but we're trying something new for the morning routine. But even that alone, I'm like, how was I trying to do all of this and work 40 hours a week? Girl, what? What was I doing? Doing everything to just stay afloat. I think you get to a point in survival where you're just doing enough to just stay above the water, to keep your head above from drowning. And then we get adapted to living like that and making decisions from that space that we do ourselves a great disservice. What is it to live this life and live it like that for the whole entire time? I refuse to let the next 10, 15, 20 years be like the past 20. And don't get me wrong, everything had a purpose and a time, right? Like I had to feel that way to even know I wanted to feel different. I had to go through that and experience that to even know that there was better available for me. I had to go through those experiences to even know, to start thinking differently about what I wanted my reality to be. And when I started getting on YouTube and seeing other women living quite literally how I desire to live, I started thinking, why not me? Me too. If they can do it, I can do it. Let me figure out how to do it. And the way that I did it was through YouTube. When people say the internet can change your life, they are not lying. And I thought they were. I thought they were lying for a really, really long time. Because I tried it so many times that it was just more exhausting to me than it was beneficial, in my opinion. I tried so many different ways to make extra income, to make extra money. I launched, a clothing brand. I did Etsy. I sent the Etsy link to all my friends. I did all the posting and the marketing and the pricing and everything else. I tried to become a social media manager. Like, a virtual assistant. I tried so many different things, but nothing was lost upon me. Even though I tried all of those things weren't a flop. It may not have worked out the way that I needed to, but it built a relentlessness in me that I didn't stop. I didn't give up on myself. I may have sat down for a minute, but I never stopped trying to throw spaghetti against the wall to figure out what it was until I started leaning into my gifts. We have gifts that God has given us that you are not using, that you are sleeping on, and you are not actually experiencing the talents that He's instilled in you to the best of your ability. I have the gift of gab. It is no secret. If you've been here for a minute, I think you're probably gonna say the same thing. And my grandma, God rest her soul, used to say that to my dad, and now my dad says it to me. Like, girl, you got the gift of gab. And he's not wrong. I enjoy talking and I enjoy coming on here and connecting with other people, but it's just something about when there's a thought on my mind that I get to turn this camera on, grab this mic if I want to, or my phone, and say it, that has literally paved the way for me to be able to leave my job. That paved the way for me to be able to leave my job, and it has not stopped. I left my job July 24th. It is now August 24th, 1 month ago. And I betted on myself. I went and just started shooting my shots over 9 months ago now. Started shooting my shots on YouTube when nobody was here. Nobody was commenting on my videos. I didn't really have that many views until I started having that many views, until I started having even more views. And then the views continued, right? To the point where it started putting me in front of my audience and my community that I wanted to be connected with. And it just didn't stop. And even now today, I'll be the first to tell you, I don't focus on the views. I don't focus on the views. If there is something is that a toad? Do they call them toads or frogs? Are they the same thing or different? Tell me in the comments. I'll tell you this very sentiment today. I don't focus on the views. I'm not worried about those numbers. I'm very rarely a woman that's worried about data analytics in that capacity. There's a few things where it's like, okay, let me check on those and see how that's going, but I don't lean on them because what I've learned is you can have one video do 400 views, you can have another do 4,000 or one do 40,000. All of that is beautiful. Nothing shortchanges the other, because if 400 people purchased a $1,000 product, I'm winning. If 4,000 people purchased a $10,000 product, I'm winning. If 40,000 people did something differently. I'm still winning. The goal has truly been leading them to extend their journey with me, leading them to extend their stay with me. If you need what I have, if you need what I'm focused on, if I can help you and serve you in the way with Build Your First Options Cohort or the Liberated Woman community, I'm winning. I'm quite literally winning. And this has been probably the most excited journey I have gone on in regards to creating something on my own ever. Ever. So I get it now. When people say the internet changed my life, like, yeah, I get that, because it quite literally has been changing my life and it hasn't stopped, right? And there's some things about me where I stopped going against the grain. I realized right now, Instagram, it's not time. I have a love-hate relationship with Instagram. Y'all know I've said this before, right? And I'm working on it. But I just realized in that season, it wasn't time for me to focus on that. I could feel it in my body every time I tried to post, right? Got 2 views, barely anybody sees it. You get no comments, no reshares, and it can feel a little discouraging. And then at some point, I'm like, I gotta reshift my energy. I am a woman that can talk. I'm a woman of depth. And honestly, 30 seconds is not always enough. So let me be where I can actually be who I am and embrace and lean into the gifts that I have. And for me, that decision was hands down YouTube. It honestly became a no-brainer to just be on YouTube. And I leaned into what the gifts are that I carry, the way that I can naturally show up. So often and so many times we'll do like this current and we try to go against the flow. The water is all flowing to me. It's all coming my way, but y'all will try to keep going that way and that way and that way and that way. You won't actually flow with the current of your life. You won't flow with the current of your skills. You won't flow with the current of who you are. You want to continue to go against the grain. You overthink, you overanalyze, you second guess, you start, you keep stopping. You don't give yourself enough time to figure it out. 4 years have passed by and you have literally done that same mental Olympics for yourself on repeat. I mean, you should have 4 gold medals and 2 bronze medals by now because of the way that you just literally don't trust yourself. You're not giving yourself permission. You're not really betting on yourself. And then when you want to be stretched, you say you want to be stretched, but you don't want to do what's required to be stretched. In my cohort, the first group got 30 days of visibility, right? And then the second group got 15 days. Because everybody's not going to show up and do 100 days like Renee. And I get that. I get that. That's how delulu I was about changing my life. So the second 15-day visibility challenge of showing up and posting every single day for 15 days, yeah, that stretched some people and that felt exhausting. You're using a muscle that you've never used before, but at some point in time, how long are you going to keep pacifying your feelings about that? How long are you going to keep pacifying your emotions? Yes, things come up in your body. Yes, things come up in your nervous system. Yep, things come up when you are stepping out and trying to do something different at some point in time. And yes, the thoughts in our mind, the battle of the mind is so real because trust me, I felt it not every day, but I felt it at least once a week minimum when I was trying to step out and do 100 days straight on YouTube. But at some point in time, you need to push past that. Some point in time, you need to hold your own hand and say, I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to acknowledge I feel this. This is why I feel this, but this is what I want. And this is what I'm going to do to get it. Great people weren't born in comfort zones. Nobody great was born in a comfort zone. I've noticed now the people that have gone off to like elevate their lives, make them more money, change their trajectory in reality were people that literally came from close to nothing, had a hard situation, had missing parents or absent parents, and they never wanted to be broke again. They never wanted to go through that again. And they have pressed and pushed harder than most people I know. At some point in time, I got to see myself great enough, willing enough, relentless enough, and strong enough to make the same pushes. If I beat cancer, there is nothing else I cannot do in this world. There is quite literally nothing I can't do in this world. You wouldn't even know that I'm a cancer survivor if you saw me today. But if you see the pictures, honey, if I show you a couple of the pictures, you're going to be like, oh yeah, Renee went through it. Renee went through the ringer, honey. I had one point, one of my homies told me I look like Ray Allen. I was just like, what? I didn't even know who that was. I had to look it up. And when I looked it up, y'all, said, damn, he's right. He's right. I ain't even gonna post the pictures. But anyways, at some point in time, you gotta want the change. What are you willing to do to change? Are you gonna keep crying? Are you gonna keep making excuses? Are you gonna keep starting and stopping? Are you gonna keep running in circles and starting this and this and this and going back to that and that and that and never get to a point where you actually lean in and lock in on the thing that can quite literally change your life? I can only speak from what I know. I cannot speak from any other app. I can't speak from any other place. I can't speak from any other platform or anything like that. But I can literally speak from what it means to choose to show up here on YouTube, build your options, build your community, become visible, and allow it to change your life. You do not need thousands of subscribers. You don't need 100,000. Hell, you don't even need 10. I started making extra income before I even hit 10,000. I got monetized in 63 days. That was proof enough for me. You don't need all of that. This is why I'm saying, like, the goal isn't the push of those numbers. You show up, you know what conversations you want to have, you speak them with clarity, your audience is guaranteed to start finding you. In the beginning, you're building a habit. You are throwing spaghetti against the wall because we don't know what's going to stick. And because you've lived this beautiful, magnificent life, you have so much spaghetti to throw against the wall. If you haven't learned by now, I absolutely love pasta. I absolutely love pasta. But when you throw these different topics, you're a mom, you're a stay-at-home mom, you know, you've worked in operations, you're a retired veteran, like you've been able to pay off $100,000 of debt. I'm literally calling out all the things I know about the ladies in Cohort 1 and 2, right? Like you have all of these things to share. And then you have so much more depth within those things. How I retired at 50, how I spend 20 hours a week with my grandkids now, how I'm able to grocery shop in peace on a Monday morning. Like, these are the emotions, the experiences, the things that other people want to get to as well. You cannot sit here and tell me that your life is boring. Am I yelling? I think I am. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. You can't sit here and tell me that your life is boring. You can't sit here and tell me you don't have nothing else to talk about. You can't sit here and tell me you don't know who you are. You can't sit here and tell me you don't know if this is going to be interesting. Why not? Are you not interesting? Is that how you view yourself? Boring, uninteresting, pointless? What's the point? What's the point of your life? What's the point of your lived experiences? Is that how you see yourself? Because that's what I'm hearing when you say those words. I see them in the comments. I see them in my text messages. I see them in the group chat as well too. So if you are wanting to quite literally change your life, you got to be willing to do something a little different, and you got to be willing to view yourself in a different way. You have so much to say. You just don't know how to say it. You have so much to say. You just don't know how to say it. So depending on what you need from me, click the link in the bottom. The resources are there. The evidence is there. You can scroll back through all my YouTube channel. The conversations are there. Honey, pick a playlist and play it out today. Play it at work. Play it driving to work. Play it on your work break. Let it inspire you, because that's quite literally what we're doing. And shout out to all 20 plus women that are already signed up for Cohort 3. We're going to be capping very soon, because I got a capacity number in mind, y'all. There's one Renee, but I got a lot to give, but there's still one Renee. And I got a capacity number in mind. But shout out to y'all, because y'all are telling me y'all are ready to show up and use your voice to change your life. The skills that you have that can make you the most money is literally your knowledge. It's literally your knowledge. Especially if you're at a level where you are currently getting one W-2 paycheck, you don't have an additional job coming in. And this is the thing too. If you even have started YouTube and you have 10, 15, 20, 25 videos, you are still a beginner. And that is okay. You get to continue evolving. You get to continue to evolve. If you want to walk this journey out with us, build your first options. Cohort 3 is open. Y'all have been moving quick. Y'all have been moving quick. So shout out to y'all, because I can respect people that move quick and with urgency. When you know what you want to do, when you know where you're trying to go, you know what you're going to do to get there. Every investment, almost every investment that I have made on myself my entire life, I'll say this more certainly. The investments that I have made on myself within these past 6 months have all reaped a return. And I have invested cumulative leave, it will have been over $10,000 in myself in these last 6 months since I've been on this journey. And the returns are there. I have already made my money back. I've already made my money back. And I'm so excited for what's to come. I know who I am. I know whose I am. I know what I'm doing. And I know that I am not sleeping on the talent and the skill that the good Lord has given me, honey. He need to find me busy and he need to find me working. Me and my girlfriends talk about that all the time. Find me busy and find me working. So what is he going to find you doing? I don't know, but he needs to find you signing up to build your first options cohort 3. If you're ready, you're about that action and it's time to make some changes, get in with the community, get in with some other ladies, get in with a group that are literally getting on this boat and moving this ship. We got things to do. We got people to reach. We got places to be. We got money to make. We got lives to change. And I won't sit here and tell you that it's all about the money. Money still matters. Money still matters. It's just not the only benefit. It's just not the only thing that comes out of this. Yeah, that's my TED Talk for today, y'all. 1 month ago since I left my job, best decision ever. I regret nothing. I regret nothing. I regret nothing. And I don't think this time was supposed to happen before this time happened. I used to sometimes have moments where I felt like, oh, I wish I should have, if I had have. Nah, scratch all that. The time is the time. And I have learned to be a woman that moves obediently with time and moves when I know it's my time. So when they say we're just getting started, honey, we're just getting started. Because we're opening up the Liberated Woman Room membership. I can't wait. I literally can't wait. So here's to just more choices, more freedom, more joy. Cardi running around in the grass. Ooh, honey, all of it. Being able to get your time back. Cardi girl. Being able to get your time back. Being able to use the skills, the abilities, the voice, the talent, everything that God has given you. Use it. Use it, use it, use it. And if you are ready to change, quite literally, your life and create conversations that you want to be known for, get visible on YouTube, then you need to be in Build Your First Options. Cohort 3. I can't even believe I'm telling you this is the 3rd cohort. And the first one launched, I think it was July. It's only been 2 months. And I can't even tell you if there'll be a cohort 4. I'm going to be honest with you about that because things are evolving. So if you've been thinking, if you've been waiting, if you know that this is time and you feel led, make a wise decision. Do not make this decision from not being financially ready, because I never want you to sign up for this and put yourself in a bind. I want to highlight that too. Do not sign up for this program and put yourself in a bind. Whenever the time comes again that you will work with me, I know the desires of your heart will be met in that way, and I will be here. So please trust and know that. I've gotten some of your messages, I've gotten some of your emails, and I know that feeling so well. I know wanting to be able to join that $5,000 program, but I didn't have $5,000 to give her, so I had to sit it out. I know what it's like knowing that something is meant for you, knowing that person is the one you want to coach you, and knowing that they're going to be able to take you to the next level, but not having the financial resources and capacity to do it. Guess what? I didn't do it. And guess what? It was not lost upon me, because what I was able to do, what I have done now, and what doors God has opened for me have been right on time. So please, please, please don't ever put yourself into a financial bind trying to sign up or be a part of anything that I have going on. Know that the time is the time. And when the time is right for you, God will meet you exactly where you are, and He will meet your heart's desires. That door will open and I will be here. And when you're ready, I am ready for you, and I cannot wait to meet you and help you. All right, y'all. Cardi and I got to walk to finish. This 55 degrees is starting to feel like 45. Until the next video, I will either see you in the room or I'll see you in the comments. But either way, I will see you soon. Talk to you later. Bye. We are free. We are free, guys.